Hello, lovely ones. I'm Sheila Maria. I am a psychic medium, and it's wonderful to be with you. And today's video is called How to Heal Your Soulmate Connection. Now, I work with many people that are in relationships which are quite challenging because their partner or their soulmate is at a different level of growth to them. And this is quite normal for starseeds and light workers. The reason that we contract to have relationships is to learn and grow and teach. And so, of course, if we were always at the same level as our soulmates, there would be no growth and there would be no learning. So sometimes when you're in a relationship and you hit a roadblock, old patterns can come up, and you can see very clearly what those patterns for your partner or your beloved are, but it's very difficult to highlight this to them when they're in the middle of it. So I've worked with Archangel Michael, and he has given us some tips that are completely ethical to help you to heal your soulmate connection. So although you can't go against their free will, if you can tune into the energy that is between the two of you, you can ask for the vibration to be raised and grounded. So let's say you're in a connection and it's on again and off again, and the energy between you is frustration, or the energy between you is very stressful, or the energy is very unstable. So what you can do is you can say, Archangel Michael, please raise the vibration of our connection, our relationship, our romance, or just say of our soul contract to 10 and ground it for the foreseeable future. So the longer and the longer and the higher that the vibration is, the more chance there will be of your soulmate growing. So that is really vital. So in cases where your soulmate has attachments or entities or cords causing a lack of intimacy or a lack of progress, so if your beloved has got a lot of astral entities, it can be very difficult to get any sort of commitment from them, because the very thing that those attachments do is cause people to have second thoughts. So you can't clear your soulmate because that would be just blocked, but what you can do is you can ask for all cords and all attachments and all entities within the relationship energy, part of which is going to be of them, to be removed, and for your relationship to be blessed by God, okay, or blessed by source, okay? So that means that whatever proportion of their energy that they do put into the relationship, it's going to be free of the shenanigans that negative energy cords and entities do. So what you can find is they may be wayward or unreliable, but in their communication with you, things start to improve. So in cases where your soulmate is still embroiled in another domestic or emotional situation, you can ask that all timelines connected to you and them are separated from others. So there are different timelines, and the effect of that is that we can have several situations going on at once, and this is very common. And this isn't about blame. This is about them being able to figure out where they go from here. So you can't do this where just they are concerned. If you tried, it would backfire. But any timelines that you share with them that are going to go forward, if their partner or their wife or their husband or their mum or their child is enmeshed within that, by separating the timelines, it means they have an awareness that their connection with you is something that they are moving into, okay? And it just makes it clearer for them that there is a separation between you and them and whatever's going on with you and whatever they're still working out with anybody else. Now, if your soulmate has deep-seated issues with trust, you can ask that they are fully aligned with their higher self. And what happens with this is that their inner knowing increases. Now, that inner knowing can obviously manifest itself in many ways, but the higher self always welcomes healing. So by them having a greater inner knowing, that can mean that they have greater clarity about their connection with you. You can also ask that all past relationships are placed in the proper order so that the current connections are foremost. So this will work for both of you. This means if you've got any, admirers that you're thinking of, they'll be placed in the past. This doesn't mean that people will leave your life. It means that the reference points that the two of you have will automatically change. You can also tune into their guides, and you can ask whether they are mainly a past life soulmate or a present and future life soulmate. If they are a past life soulmate, the reason nothing's moving forward may well be because actually you've tied up what you needed to do. But if they are a present or future life soulmate, then you're still in the early days of your connection, and you can have that faith that the reason that you're coming together now is that you're starting a new cycle together. And the other thing that Archangel Michael says, be aware that there are many, many energies that you cannot see that are affecting your life path. And it's the same for everyone. And what we're talking about here is we're talking about the energies of where we live, where we work. We're talking about the astral planes and the thoughts that are circulating, which usually are not that positive. We're talking about the amount of stress that everyone is carrying. We're talking about past life energies which are still karmically playing out. We're talking about the effect of their parents, the effect of their family dynamic. And what happens is that the subconscious tries to keep everything the same, whereas the higher self is wanting everything to change. So a lot of these energies will keep you going round in circles many, many times. And this can be true for your beloved or your would-be beloved as well. So if when you look at them, you really can feel that they have no idea that they're stuck in a cycle, one of the things that can really help is an in-depth connection clearing, an in-depth romantic clearing, which is where, although I can't heal them per se, I can heal all the karmic energies between the two of you. And it can be very, very effective. If I can help you with that, get yourself over to my website, book a 1-hour session. I would be delighted to help your soulmate connection to heal and flourish. We love you. We're sending you big, big warm hugs. Have a beautiful September, and goodbye for now.